Hello everyone and welcome to the FAL Masterclass video. We're not going to show you how to shoot the FAL because that's too easy. We're going to show you how to use the FAL. We're here with Lilguerro, one of the best FAL players in the world, one of the best close range players in the world, if not number one. You're number one right now, Lil G, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, all right. Number one close range player in the world. Let's fucking go. He won VREL at first place with his team, and so he's one of the best players in the world, period. Show me how to use the FAL, Lil G. How to shoot it. Step one. How do you like to shoot it?
As a beginner, I would like to shoot with the crosshairs right here.
Okay. Use the crosshairs.
Instead of going like this.
Oh, crosshairs. Use the don't use the aim down sights. You mean use the crosshairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can actually see bigger, wider range to see where the target is. Because if you aim down sights, it's gonna your what's it called, your crosshair blends in with the target. It's really hard to see.
Okay, so it's easier to visually get the shot on it because pretty much wherever the crosshairs are, the bullet's gonna go, right?
Yes.
Okay, how do you like to hold it? Do you hold it low, like to your hip, or do you hold it high? Like, how do you like to hold it?
I hold it to like my waist right here.
Your waist, like low, so you hold it low, kind of. Do you hold it in an angle, or you hold it vertical?
I hold it a little bit at an angle, like that.
Okay, just
like
a little
this.
bit. Okay, just slight. Okay, slight
Just
angle.
slightly.
Is there a reason for it, or just more comfortable?
Just for comfort.
Okay, gotcha. I remember you saying holding it vertical, a little bit more vertical is better though, right? Because at least the recoil, you might actually hit the legs or something. Okay, same for the DT, right? Yeah, because the recoil is more like a sidewards recoil. So if you're holding it straight, at least you're hitting the target. Okay, so more vertical this way is better than like tilted. So the more vertical, the better. But he holds it at a slight angle for a little more comfort like that. Cool. Okay. How about the trigger pull now? How do you pull the trigger on the Quest 2?
On the Quest 2, it's you have to time it. So it takes practice. But you have to time it, but I do full trigger press.
Full trigger press.
Full triggers.
Okay, so you do fulls.
If you do a little bit, I mean, it's fine. If you do like mid trigger presses, but I prefer full trigger pushes so it doesn't really choke.
Okay, that's smart. So you prefer consistency over like, and because it's good enough damage anyways. Okay, versus speed. Okay, one of the best FAL players in the world here. He prefers consistency over speed. So he recommends in the Quest 2 full trigger presses and get your timing down so it's firing too fast without choking. Because if you half press it, it's faster. But when you're under pressure, you can choke it because if you shoot it too fast or too slow, you're going to end up shooting slower than you were just shooting full trigger press. Is that right? Okay, on the Quest 2, cool. Good to know. Very cool. Okay, any other tips with the FAL, sir?
If you aim down crosshairs, don't use the little dot at the end. You aim a little bit more down.
As in,
with the recoil, it goes up, and if you're pressing it, if you're shooting it really fast, you're gonna always miss the target by a little bit.
I think I see what you mean here. So like when I first fire the first shot, it's always on target. But if I pull the trigger as fast as it can, like the dot actually floats above the target. It might be hard to see in the video, but like the dot is bouncing, and I'm on the target, even though like above the target, the dot is bouncing. But even though my thing is hitting bullseyes here. So, okay, so if you are aiming on sight, the first shot's on target, but everything after that, you kind of just pull the gun down and just keep firing as fast as you can, and you don't worry about the dot. You kind of just have to get used to, like, timing it. And that's for, like, a mid-range fight. Okay, hold it vertical if you can, not too much angle. Full trigger presses on the Quest 2. Aim with the crosshairs is better because it's easier to get your bullets. But then also if you're aiming with the sights, on the first one, it's on the crosshair, but after that, aim down and fire as fast as you can. Awesome tips. Any other tips with the FAL, Mr. FAL God?
Change your, believe it or not, the color of your crosshair, I guess.
Oh.
It's really good.
What color do you use?
I use pink.
Oh, I use pink too. We're brothers. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Use a pink crosshair or you're not cool, everyone. You got that? Right. So you pick up a white FAL and use it like it's just like a gold, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Awesome. That's good about this weapon. That's good. The star doesn't make that big of a difference. That's really cool. Okay, any other tips on how to use this weapon? I remember you mentioning shot delay.
Shot delay, yes. There is a delay with the like a little small delay. So you have to shoot the FAL a little bit. If you're shooting it from like this range and your target is over there, it's gonna you gotta trail your shots
A little bit ahead of it. Okay, gotcha. There is a bit of a shot lead. I see. Okay. Yeah. Is there any strategies you have on like compensating for it? Like at a certain distance, you know, you have to like lead, like, you know, just a little bit, like, you know what I mean? Like
about this range, you have to start leading your shots.
Okay, just a little bit or a lot of it? Like how you just kind of shoot a little ahead. Okay, just a little ahead.
And by the tree, you can just shoot like almost like directly on the target.
Okay, at that tree, there's no lead. Okay, so if you're here at this tree, you don't have to shoot ahead of your target like he's running. Like if G was all the way out there, I can just shoot on the target. Yeah, maybe you can move a little further. A little further back, and so I can still shoot right on the target, but now I'm gonna have to start leading. Yeah, see that? I have to lead a little. Yeah, yep, see, I have to lead a little bit. He's so right. There is a little bit of lead I have to anticipate, but I'm good at, you know, I know how to lead. But, you know, I'm shooting like half a body to his left and right every time at that distance even. So there is a little bit of lead. Okay, awesome tip. Here's my question. How do you shoot the head peekers with this goddamn thing? I feel like I eat so much damage when I try to like two-hand shoot a head peek like on that truck, and I just get fucking railed. What do you got for that?
What I prefer to use, I'm really bad at shooting head peekers with the FAL. So if you're peeking here and I'm like up here, I only shoot head peekers if they're like almost right in front of me. Anything else, I just shoot with an op.
Op, okay,
it's
op.
really hard to use.
Gotcha. It's hard to shoot head peekers one hand while you're peeking, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
One hand and even with your two hands right here.
Oh shit.
You're gonna shoot the builds like right here.
Okay. Gotcha. So this is not good for shooting head peekers, everyone. I think if you're new to the game, that'll be new to you, but I don't think that'll be new to you if you're not new to the game. So you need to couple this probably with something that can shoot a head peek, probably an op, a Seiko. I think that's really all there is. Magnum maybe now too, since it does a lot of damage mid-close range. But okay, interesting. All right, any last tips on the FAL? This is a nice, sweet masterclass we got here, and excellent information.
One-handing.
One-handing, yes.
Is very, very hard.
Okay, tips on the one hand.
The one hand.
Tips on the one.
Gun down and vertical to the right, like this.
Down and vertical to the right. Hold on. Shoot. I'm just gonna get a different angle of you. Okay, so you're holding it this way, and he's moving down this way. It looks like. Okay, I can see your hand trailing a little bit that way. I see. Okay, you hold it at an angle.
The gun shoots vertically up to the top left. So you have to shoot down to the bottom right, so it can like cancel the recoil out.
And you just shoot it at the fastest kind of rate, right?
With the one hand, I definitely take a little bit more of my time.
Okay.
But you won't really be only if someone like completely free in the air, you'll shoot them with one hand.
Okay. And full trigger presses still, right? You slow down the timing a little bit, yeah? You slow down the timing on it a little bit too, or is it the same timing used for the two hand generally? I think I only have good success when I'm full trigger pressing and slowing down my timing, but I'm sure if you practice with it, you can probably get better like at just like spamming it a little faster with the timing here. All right, awesome. This is definitely a skill that needs to be practiced though. This gun seems to be all about timing. But we learned a lot in this video, okay, really cool. And he has to go, it looks like. But it looks like we got a great masterclass video, nice, short, and sweet. Again, very quick summary. What did we learn? Well, it's better to shoot the FAL with these crosshairs because you're able to track where the bullet's going to go, because the crosshair will jump up and go down, and wherever it goes down is pretty much where the target's going to hit. So it's easier to get your shots and make the corrections versus having to look down this thing and trying to get that little red dot on the target, okay? Another tip is don't hold it too much at an angle. Hold it as much vertical as you can. You don't have to hold it completely vertical, but the more vertical you have, the better, because let's say it's a person, a body, at least if you miss some shots, it might hit their legs and stuff. But otherwise, what other tips he had? Full trigger press on the Quest 2. I'm trying to get some ammo. Full trigger press on the Quest 2. Don't worry about the half trigger press, even though half trigger pressing is technically faster. It's better just to be consistent, is what he's saying. So just keep your consistency, get your damage. And if you are going to aim with the crosshair, your first bullet's on target. Everything else, you don't even look at the crosshair and just aim down like that. Like the crosshair was floating about right there on that ping, but like I'm not even looking at the crosshair. I'm just looking where the bullets land, and those are all bullseyes, right? So pretty cool. Great tip. Thank you, Lil G, who dropped out. But one-handing is very hard. You pretty much have to couple this gun with a peek weapon, okay? Because it's not easy to head peekers, and everyone's going to be peeking in this meta. So this is going to be a kind of a... I wonder where this will land. This is probably just like a long mid-range gun. And, it's really going to be hard shooting the head peek because everyone's going to be head peeking in close range. But otherwise, excellent weapon. Pick it up and use it. Practice it. Great weapon. We highly recommend it. And I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you.